You're watching CCN, Clarksville Community Network, produced by Goodwin Productions. Powered by CDE Lightband.
Bob Vaughn, Vanderbilt Life Flight 3. I've been with the program 11 years since retiring out of Fort Campbell. Former Black Hawk pilot out of Fort Campbell. Here we fly one pilot and two med crew, either one nurse or one paramedic, or sometimes I'm with two nurses, as I am today. So I'm basically their pilot. I get them from point A to point B, wherever they need to go, and then they are the miracle workers that take care of the patient in the back. Normally, tones will go off like a fire department. If everything's good, we'll pick up the helicopter via the heliporter, push her on out. We all do a walk around of the aircraft, make sure there's no latches unlatched or anything that was left out, nothing that's dangling from the aircraft. Once we've done that, I'll climb in and I'll prep the aircraft for departure. The med crew's usually the last to get out there, and they'll do their walk around, secure all the doors. Once everybody's good, we'll go ahead and depart. At that point, it's whatever the mission is. From the time I get the call and I accept the flight, I'm supposed to be airborne within 10 minutes. When I have to go to some of these scene flights where I'm either on a highway or in a field and there's trees around, having a smaller aircraft is more nimble to get in and out is an advantage. We have twin engine, so if I did lose an engine, it'll still fly on one engine. It'll fly as long as I have fuel. From our base, we can fly out 60 miles either direction, pick up a 250-pound patient, and be able to fly him back to Vanderbilt. Every call is a little different. Vanderbilt, has set up with Montgomery County and Stewart County and Dixon County, PELAs, and that stands for Pre-Established Landing Areas. So other than highways, there's already a piece of land in that area where the incident may have happened that we can go to that's already been surveyed for our obstacles, wires, trees, telephone poles, whatever the case may be, and has been determined that it was suitable enough for one aircraft and sometimes two aircraft to get in there and out. Most of the challenging landing areas usually happen at night. We do wear night vision goggles, but it's still a little bit more of a challenge to see. Very safe with the night vision goggles. If I go into a field and then it's been freshly plowed or mowed, you get that debris start to fly up. It can affect you a little bit. But for the most part, Montgomery County, Stewart County, Dixon, they are very good at picking our landing zones for us. But that's why the crew is very vigilant when we're getting ready to land. We have what we call Sterile Cockpit, where we don't talk about anything but the task at hand. That's landing the aircraft or taking off. You know, there is a lot of sitting around waiting for a call. Some days you're really busy, 2, maybe 3 calls, and some days you don't get a call at all. So we hope for the call, but there are times that it makes for a long day when you don't get a call. My friend Greg, the other pilot, he flew a friend of mine that we ride Harley Davidsons together. He was in the Army with me, and he was in a head-on on Highway 12 with a car, and matter of fact, Michelle, she was the one that treated him, and we flew him from the scene in Highway 12 off of out in Sango area to Vanderbilt, and Greg, the pilot, he knows the person and didn't recognize him from the accident, but recognized the boots, and he commented on the boots. He goes, those boots look familiar. And as they loaded them, he flew them to Vanderbilt, they offloaded, and then they told him who it was, and so he knew him. But his life was saved, and 2 months later he was out of the hospital and back on a Harley Davidson doing it again. And if I'm wearing my flight suit, I get off shift and I go to Walmart to get something, there's usually someone in there that says, hey, you flew my daughter, you flew my son, you flew me, or, you know, thank you, and that kind of thing, which makes my day. It's a good thing. Whether I did it or not, it's the Vanderbilt, and really it's the the Vanderbilt nurses that are the real heroes. They couldn't get there without me. In the helicopter they couldn't. They could take the car, but they won't get there in the helicopter. But as far as the saving the life part, they are very educated, very smart. If I was hurt, that's who I'd want to work on me.
For current and exclusive content, subscribe to CDE Lightband, connecting you at the speed of light.